If I Am President is a story inspired by the crave inside of me to make an impact.
This is the kind of film every filmmaker should make.
This is the kind of movie we need to enlighten the youth.
The old brigade have run out of ideas.
Yes.
It's just very poetically written.
This movie is going to change, the face of Nollywood.
It's a very relatable story.
It's a story that's been well put together. A story that's will touch your heart.
The movie If I Am President could not come at a better time.
I feel this is the season, this is the time, and that's why I had to do If I'm President. Because the timing is ripe for that movie.
From the moment the line producer sent me this script, I was hooked.
As soon as I read it, I said, okay, this is huge. I love Nigerian movies, but a lot of times we don't always get that bar we're trying to reach for. So I was a bit worried about that, but when I saw the entire team come together, my confidence grew.
I actually don't read scripts. That day, I don't know what happened, because the way Bright Wonder keep insisting I should read, so I read it overnight. And then I call him in the morning and I say, let's do this. I want to do this. I think this is different.
And I did a whole lot of other research, and that's how I gathered information that aided the screenplay. I did consultation, one-on-one consultation with people too. So it took me about 8 weeks to do that. Then the writing, the first draft was done in 6 weeks. And after the first draft, I did other drafts. So give or take, it took me like 3 months to put the screenplay together. And then I was able to come up with this in the 6th draft.
First thing I did was to, talk to the director and try to get more ideas from him and try to, break down each character.
When he shared the story, I was blown away because I could visualize how big it was going to be.
It's going to inspire a lot of people, definitely going to inspire a lot of young leaders of today, not tomorrow anymore.
The writer is highly informed, knows exactly what he's going for, and it's just smart to latch onto such vision and ride with it.
I think these are the kind of stories Nigerians need to be told.
If I'm President is based on a lot of things that actually go on in Nigeria, how much older people have held the reign of power for decades, refuse to let go, and when they do let go, they're passing it on to people that they've trained to be just like them and to empower their own pocket.
The movie is about the generation of today, how young people are trying to take over the politics.
It is a clarion call to the youth.
The problem we have largely is in our thinking, and we need to start reworking the way we think about issues.
If I'm President is a story that bothers on every Nigerian's expectation, every true Nigerian's genuine, heartfelt expectation for the country. We generally just want the best for the country. We just want change. We want positive progress. And I share the same sentiments with millions of Nigerians when we say that we've been through a lot in this country, and we at least deserve positive change.
I looked at the country, Nigeria. What's our greatest challenge at this moment? It has to do with the younger generation rising to take back their land. It's not about going to Twitter, Instagram, and all social media to talk. It's about rising. So for me, I feel if I'll be relevant in this time, it's going to be keying into what the society is going through. For me, it's impact. If I can impact my world, whether I have money or I don't have money, I think I'm fine.
The character I was playing is just the way I am in real life, so it wasn't hard for me.
I play Umi in the movie If I Am President, and I could relate with her a lot. She's very passionate. She's strong, but she's not aggressive. She's a dreamer, but she's not unrealistic. She knows exactly what she wants.
Zina is pivotal to this story. Zina is the guy on the street. Zina is the guy in the place of power. Zina is the guy in between those two extremes. I created a backstory for myself in a situation where even though he was born into some sort of satisfaction in life, he still had, maybe through association, he still had the opportunity to feel the pains of the common man on the street.
I like Michelle because of who she is and who she represents, and as a wife and as a woman.
Makata is a kingpin. He belongs to the old bloc. He's been there before, during, and after independence, and he is still very relevant in the governance of this country today.
Dimbo is is just one criminal.
For me, Martins is a special kind of guy. I feel Martins is a guy that he likes to get things done a certain kind of way. And I feel he learned too much from the older people.
Zina understands the dynamic of change. He just needs one matchstick to fire up the whole bunch, and then there's a forest fire.
For how I got into it, it didn't take me a lot of effort, because there are quite a number of examples. There are quite a number of people that you look at and you see that, okay, this is this kind of life these people live. They are bound. We have them all over.
As an actor, you have to do what you have to do. So we tried our best.
Creating the hospital scene was one of the most challenging scenes in the movie.
Guys, are you ready?
At a point we're almost going to compromise, but thank God for the director, Mr. Brian. He's somebody I love his spirit when it comes to achieving the result. He's like, this is what we want to achieve. If it's not it, then it's nothing. So we kept searching until we got to a point he was just like, he called the set man, like, my brother, what are we doing with this big plaza? Can't we convert it? While I was expecting the set designer to say, it's not possible, he said, yeah, we can actually do that. And that gave us a lot of hope. Before we knew it, put this together, get this done, print this, craft this out, and then bam, we had the hospital. It looked like a dream.
For the president's office, I know that was one location that I refused compromising. I went online, searched out the Nigerian presidential office, and I sent it to my production designer. I told him, I said, I want this. All I want you to do for me is recreate this office. Let's not talk about the bill. It's going to cost something, but recreate it. And the day I walked into that space and I saw what he had created, one thing I told myself is, no matter what you do in life, try to find the best people, the best hands. The presidential debate for me was victory. Because I mean, this is a debate I put together on day 11 of shoots. The scene had cost serious millions to set up, but for one reason or another, we couldn't hold that scene that day. Hundreds of extras waiting for that scene, and we never held. Now, when we came back to do that scene, my joy is that the scene couldn't have been better. I mean, we had Adora Onyechere now anchoring the debate. We have Amajoke Silva having the presidential lineup. For me, that changed the whole dynamics of that scene. And my production designer and his team did a great work setting up that space to reflect what the Nigerian presidential debate looks like.
Allow us vote! Allow us vote! Allow us!
For the riot scene, it's a very pivotal scene in this movie that tells the need for change. It's not easy to come by, so we had to put applications to get the weapons we needed and all that. I was just driving with my production manager and coordinator, and as we ascended the bridge where we shot the scene, I stopped the car. I looked at the scenery and I told them, this is where I'm going to do this scene. They said, what? To do this scene here, we have to close the road. I said, then let's close the road. He said, this is the Federal Capital Territory. And we said, yeah, this is the presidential film. I mean, if I am president.
The world is asking, what exactly is the value of the life of a Nigerian citizen?
Yeah, the caskets, wow. Well, I was scared, truthfully, because when I read the script as well, I asked the director, I said, you don't say we want to do this the way we want to do so, because, man, it was scary. How'd you get 22 caskets?
You know, sometimes it's easy to write 22 persons buried.
Yeah, fantastic, fantastic set designer. I must give it any day, any time to Chima and his guys. Those guys were just off the hook.
And lo and behold, on the day of that particular scene, that was, I think, day 13, we arrived at that location. When I looked at the stage, I saw 22 solid caskets in flying colors. I was like, that's my guy. We're very happy we got the right cast. Talking about Ayola, I mean, that was, there couldn't have been anybody better. We resolved to work with the VA and it was the best. Rama Sadao, in fact, at the point, Rama changed the dynamics for us on this film. In this film, she changed the whole stage, you know. And then talking about Bimbo Manuel, we needed someone who could interpret that role like it is. We said to ourselves, we don't want anybody on board who does not share the same passion we shared on this project.
Today
is the tomorrow
We prayed for.
Yesterday.
Today
Is the tomorrow.
We prayed for
yesterday.
I stand
For a corruption-free Nigeria.
And God bless
The Federal
the Republic
of Nigeria.